guess didn't let the emotions of senior night impact your game. I mean, 25 points, 21 in the first half. What were you feeling out there?
Got some good spots, got some open looks early. Guys found me, and if I miss a couple, I still have confidence. But early if a couple go in, you really start feeling it. And they kept finding me, and they just kept falling. So they did a good job at the first half, and obviously made some shots.
Now that it's over, what was that like? The pregame,
Yeah.
the game, the after the game, the whole thing.
It was awesome. I mean, it's funny. Like I was before the game, I was thinking like, oh gosh, like whenever I go out there for the first recognition, I need to make sure I'm calm and stuff. But once I stepped out there, really the nerves went away, and I was ready to just go play some ball. And we did a good job of that this year, or this game.
Chase, same question.
Second question?
Yeah, his question.
Oh yeah, man, it was definitely an emotional day. A lot of stuff going on, but like you said, once we got on the floor, man, it's just basketball at this point. So, it was fun to get out there and play with these guys one last time at the career. But yeah, like you said, man, it was once you get out on the floor, man, it's just hooping.
I guess for Joe, did it mean anything to beat Syracuse?
Yeah, of course. I mean, not anything personal against those guys, but obviously, you want to beat your friends just like they want to beat me. It's kind of bragging rights, but in the end, those guys were my teammates for a year. The coaches were my coaches for 4 years, and I love everybody in that program. So it'll be all fun and games after the game, obviously, but it's definitely glad to be 2-0.
Ian, for you, these guys going out in the last game, how big was it for you guys to make sure that they get this win tonight?
I mean, I was just thinking, like, if I was in their shoes, if it was my senior night, I'd want, like, the under, guys that aren't, not their senior night, just to play hard and just give everything they got and, you want to send them off with a bang.
Yeah, you really did play hard. I mean, you shot perfect from the field, 5 for 5, 5 for 5 from the line as well, 16 rebounds. I mean, you kind of stole some of the thunder from the seniors tonight. So how was it like playing not only tonight, but a big win going on Wake Forest the next one as well?
Yeah, it's just great momentum. PJ kind of laughed, like one rebound on the free throw, went to his side, I went and took it from him, and I was like, sorry, man, I'm sorry. But, it's just good momentum for us, and, going to this last game, trying to get that 4 seed in the tournament, so it's good momentum.
For PJ, you guys coming off the Notre Dame loss, Coach Brunell was saying how the practices weren't good enough leading into the practice. How were the practice leading up to this game?
Focused, and that was driven by the older guys, making sure that people knew what was at stake. I mean, like we go up there, and a couple teams lost that night. So let's say we had won that. I mean, it would have set us up incredibly well for the ACC tournament. Now we got to go have a great win in Wake. But tell you what, I mean, like these guys were focused, and we also were down a couple numbers going into Notre Dame, so it was kind of tough to have everybody practice. Jack Clark was sick and stuff, so it was tough to go really hard. But leading into Syracuse, we had just about everybody back, and we got after it.
How was to have Clark back out there?
Awesome. He's such a incredible, he can play any position on defense, and so having that and a big body to rebound, I mean, it's a huge. You just heard Brownell out there say that he since starting lineup we're 10-1, and so that's he's a huge boost for us.
For PJ, you obviously have a 5th year of eligibility if you want to use it. How are you thinking about that decision versus the season balancing?
I don't know. I mean, it's been a great year. We'll have to see how the summer goes, but I don't want to. I also don't want to overstay my welcome. Yeah, but I tell you what, it's been incredible here. Yeah.
How did you feel about Coach Brownell kind of ribbing you / praising you, bringing up like the blankie?
I don't bring a blanket. I don't bring a blanket. I don't bring a blanket.
I'm the roommate.
I do bring a pillow because you sleep better if you're consistent with the pillow you have. I got one of those My Pillows, and it's really supportive and it's cool. Like, it stays cool. I love it. And so, by the way, like if My Pillow wants to do an NIL deal, that'd be great because I love it. But yeah, so I keep that on the road, and and now the car thing was bad. That was bad. Now I have a new car. 4Runner from Ralph's Toyota, shout out to them. And my old Impala was on its last wheel, and so that was what I kept locked.
That's why I locked?
Yeah, I locked myself in or out of it while it was running like 3 times. one time I left it running for like 6 hours because I couldn't get in there. We had practice. Yeah, but oh well. Yeah.
Hey Chase, what did it mean for you with your little girl out there on the court before the game? And when you look back now years from now, how special is that going to be for you?
It's gonna be really special. I was thinking about that, before the game. Walking out there, and the crazy thing about it is she was asleep the whole time. I was surprised. Like I thought she was gonna be crying before the game. Yeah, but it's definitely special. That's something that I'm gonna look back 20 years from now, have these pictures and memories, and she's gonna be older and be like, dang, I was at the senior night. Yeah, man, it's a surreal moment for sure.
Chase, on that same vein, your game has stepped up since her birth. Would you say that's a bit of dad power?
Hey, I'll give it to her. Definitely. Hey, when she got here, I did start playing better, so I'll give that to her for sure.
This can be for any of you guys. You guys moved the ball really well, maybe the best all season tonight. Was that a focus in practice leading up to this?
The biggest focus is not turn the ball over. I mean, the big men at their place, we had half them as many turnovers as we did. We probably won by 15. So take care of the ball, and then, in first play I threw it in the stands. But other than that, after that it was pretty solid. But yeah, I mean the biggest thing was take care of the ball and strong with it, move it, get them to move around, and yeah, for sure.
Kind of put this into perspective now as your Clemson career perhaps comes to an end. You've got a group of guys that it's probably as good as you've been around since you've been here. Just what you've got going forward now, what you've put yourself in position to now do.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, this group is incredible. We can hurt you in so many different ways: inside, outside, shooting, defense, zone, man. I mean, we're extremely versatile and really deep, and so it's a fun group to play with. And I mean, Ian Schieffelin, I didn't even realize that he had 16 and 16. It's like there are guys just fly under the radar. Jack Clark had 2 points every night and 9 huge defensive rebounds. Everybody contributes and everybody plays well, and it's a fun group to play with and a fun group to be around. I mean, we have a lot of fun together. Yeah.
Joe, now that you've had a full season with these guys, what are some of the words you would use to describe your fellow senior group?
Just complete. I think that's the best thing. Is these guys are complete people. Obviously complete players, and they're a complete team. But like kind of Coach Brownell said after that game, I asked him. I kind of wanted to fit in. I wanted to go somewhere I'd fit in, and he and Donlin had bragged about the locker room and how great these guys were, and you kind of hear that everywhere. Obviously, the coach wants to get you to their program, but even on my visit, I just saw how well they bonded together throughout my visit, and how welcoming they were. So I feel like I've been here for 4 or 5 years, and these guys have taken me in, and all the credit goes to them, really.
PJ, your mom before the game, she was talking about how she had the cutouts of family members, even
My
you
dog.
attend and have that type of support. But what's it been like to play so close to home, being from Spartanburg?
It's been awesome, especially early on in my career. Whenever I wasn't playing as much, you come in, like Coach Brownell said, you're a pretty highly touted recruit, and you want to come in and you don't necessarily expect to play, but you want to impact the game, you want to help the team, and it's tough. And then ended up getting COVID, and it's frustrating. So having more support from my family that close to home, being able to go back and have mom's cooking and all that stuff, it was huge. And then obviously they're here at every home game, and so it's very special to have people right there in your corner. And I mean, I tell you what, I hope that a lot of people can follow my footsteps of staying home, because there's nothing really like it, and being able to impact the program for the long term. And Joe did it at Syracuse. It's special.
Joe,
Probably got time for 1 or 2 more.
Joe, I heard Coach Boeheim during a broadcast say that you felt like you made the right decision to come to Clemson. How much does that mean to you, and how much counsel did he give you in making that decision?
No, it was huge, and I think an article just came out. My dad and I talked to him a bunch of times about it, and he's a Hall of Famer, and obviously being in this league for as long as he was, and knowing Coach Brownell for the 14 years Coach Brownell's been here, to have Coach Boeheim okay, it made me feel even more comfortable choosing here, because like I said, he might not seem it, but about 99.9% of the things Coach Boeheim says is usually true or right. And I'm gonna listen to that guy to the day I die. So everything he said came true, and to have his blessing and have a lot of it come true with the way the season's gone this year, it's surreal.
Chase, PJ, with your time here at Clemson, what's one message you have for the fans as you move on?
Shoot, man, I'll say for this season, we got some big things coming. We got a great team. I want our fans to stay with us, and we about to make a big run. This is a great team to do it.
For first, thank you for the support you through this season and a few others of the ups and downs and stuff. It's been special to have a lot of support this year. And like you said, we have some big plans coming up in March. And we're excited, and they should be also really excited. So it's going to be fun.